If you want to stop losing money in trading, you have to watch this video. I have come up with 7 essential rules that every trader should follow. And if you follow them, you will absolutely be more profitable. It comes down to 2 words: risk management. Now, a lot of traders think that their problem is their strategy. They think they need better indicators, better signals, better models. The truth is, most traders can make money. It's just that they can't keep it. And if you can't keep your money, it doesn't matter what strategy you have, how good your strategy is, because in the end, the market's just gonna take it all back. Here's a classic trader story. You're up $1,000, maybe even 5,000, or even 10,000, and you're having a great week. You think you're an absolute genius. So you let your trade keep going and you don't exit because you're thinking your strategy is so good that you can just continue printing money, right? Well, not really. Eventually the market reverses and you go in again and again. And before you know it, you've wiped out almost all the gains you've made this week, or maybe even be down this week. So in this video, I'm going to show you the risk management framework that actually matters if you want to survive long enough to become profitable. These are the core rules that separate profitable traders from everyone else. Most traders wake up asking, how much money can I make today? Professional traders ask a completely different question. How much money can I lose today? Because trading is not about making money. It's about keeping the money that you already made. Making money in the market is actually not that hard. Seriously, flip a coin. Heads, you go long. Tails, you go short. There's even a decent chance that you might make money for about 5 minutes. The real challenge is trying your very best, not giving it back. Not every trade deserves the same risk. One of the biggest mistakes traders make is risking the same amount on every trade. Because the general rule of thumb is to risk like about 1 to 3% per trade. And let me tell you, this doesn't work. Same size, same confidence, same conditions, but not every market is equal. Some are clean, some are messy. Some days, the market trends beautifully. Some days, it's really chaotic. So your risks should reflect that. A lot of traders force trades. They see something that might seem good enough and convince themselves that it might work. But profitable traders wait for setups that actually fit their strategy. Ask yourself, is this actually my setup? Does it even match my model? Or am I just looking for action? Because there's a difference between having an edge and just straight up hoping. And hoping that something works out is not a great strategy. Rule number 4. Respect the market environment. Even a good setup can fail in the wrong conditions. Maybe the market already made a huge move overnight. Maybe some big news will hit later. Maybe price action is just messy. Context matters. One thing traders don't take note of is market news. For example, red folder news that can move the markets. A chart can trend really nicely in one direction, but instantly reverse once news hits. Rule number 5. Control your trader psychology. Your emotional state is part of your risk management. How well did you sleep? How focused are you? And how do you react after a loss? After one loss, many traders tend to make another trade, and then another, to try to make up for their losses. And that spiral is exactly how a lot of accounts disappear. Rule number 6. Accept the loss before the trade. Before entering a trade, you need to mentally assume that all your money's already gone. If you're uncomfortable with the amount that you're risking, then you're already risking too much. Because when you accept that risk first, then your execution will definitely be much cleaner. That psychology rewires your brain to allow you to snipe the best entries and trades. If you lose or get stopped out, you have mentally prepared yourself for it. So you wouldn't be too affected by that loss and can continue looking for better entries for your next setup. Rule number 7. Scale only when the market proves you right. This is called pyramiding. It means adding to a trade only when the market confirms your idea. Look at this gold chart here, for example. If my conviction and edge tells me that I should go long on gold, I will snipe an entry first. Look, based on my strategy, it started to go in my favor. However, it starts pulling back. But look, once price pulls back to an area of support and shows support, I scale up my trades by adding onto it and potentially even a larger position size. And I keep repeating this until my edge or conviction is no longer there. But adding because you still believe, even though the market's going against you, is just making a big mistake into a bigger mistake. Even if you are trading on a longer time frame and constantly sizing small, and you consider it to be a form of dollar cost averaging, it's still an unhealthy way to manage your risks because markets are very unpredictable. So before every trade, ask yourself, is this actually my setup? Is the market environment supportive? Is my edge clear? Am I mentally focused? Have I accepted a loss already? If the answer to any of these questions is no, you probably shouldn't be in the trade. The goal in trading is not to be right. The actual goal is to stay in the game long enough to get good, because the traders who survived are usually the ones who simply stop doing stupid things with size. If this video helped, go review your last 20 trades that ended in a loss, and then ask yourself this question: did I lose money because of my strategy, or because I was careless with my risk management? The answer will surprise you.